Okay, this just came in the mail. It's Treadmill from DeerRun. The latest model for 2025 is called the Z10 Pro. Now, this is a hybrid type of treadmill. It's a cross between a under-desk treadmill and a full-size treadmill. So in other words, you could use this for underneath your desk if you got a stand-up desk, and you could use a treadmill for walking or jogging while you're doing your work on the computer. And also got these handles that come up and fold up, so you can use it as a full-fledged treadmill. So this came in, you can see it's got a little kind of boo-boo on it. Now, mind you, if you order this thing, it's going to take two hefty persons to get it into your house. It weighs about 100 pounds with the packaging, so bear that in mind. It was a struggle to get in the house, so they got it all packed. It's all taped up. Even the straps are all taped down, so let's get this thing open and we'll get back to you. I think a lot of tape on this thing. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It looks like styrofoam kind of survived a little bit. I mean, it took a beating from offloading the cargo ship to, I guess this is mainly based on the delivery person, because there's no handles to grip this thing. Okay, so assembly, power cord, instruction manual, and remote control, batteries. Let's pull this down and get this thing out. It's heavy. Did I mention that before? So we got a lot of tape on this. Okay, so we got this thing out of the box and we got everything laid out, as you can see here. This is the DeerRun Z10. You can purchase it in either orange or black. We got the orange one. And you can see that it's hybrid treadmill. In other words, it's an under-desk model, and you could use it for walking and using your desktop computer or your laptop to do your work. Or you could raise the bars, and then it becomes full-fledged treadmill that you could do some jogging on it and light running. Now, what's nice about this model compared to regular under-desk walking treadmill is that tread is actually about a couple inches longer and wider. So when you're running, you can have longer strides. And that's why this hybrid is so nice. Now, you can get a full-fledged treadmill, but they're pretty huge, bulky, and you can't move them around too much. This one here you can fold and lean up against the wall or slide it underneath the bed. Okay, and we'll do assembly. There's not much to assemble on this unit. It's basically just put on the handles. So we'll take the unit, we'll just pick it up like this, and all you do is just tighten these things down, and you tighten down these two knobs. And actually, if you just use it for on the desk, you just leave the handles down. Now it's got a switch on it so that as soon as you pull the handle up, it turns this unit on top here. So we got an on and off switch here, so we'll turn it on. Okay, you can see that this display is off because the handles are up. So it's going to think that you're going to go on a treadmill. So next, you're going to have to attach your safety. If you're walking and this thing pulls out, you see safe, it just stops the treadmill. Okay, so next thing we'll put on is this thing here. This just slides in the back like this. This holds your cell phone. It's on a rubber band, so if your cell phone is wider. Now, if you got a tablet, you just pull this out and fold it down, run your tablet across. So it's adjustable. And first thing we'll do is probably take off this film. And we can see it's NFC. So you can tap your cell phone on here and it automatically goes to the app. Okay, so you can see when this thing's in the upright position, this display is on. This is a brand new model for 2025. Replaced other models, the A1 Pro, and that was the top of the line model for 2024. What they did here was that you can see that the control panels is streamlined quite a bit. We got touch controls on top here, and it's laid out so that it's easier to read. And what separates this from the other models is that this is the first model that's automatically inclined. So you don't have to sit there and manually adjust your your incline levels, it will automatically as you're using the machine. So there's no need to stop the machine. You just use the incline button or the remote control to move it up and down. It did remove the cup holders though, which is, unfortunate, but, I would have streamlined and a better display layout than the previous model. Now let me show you. We're going to drop this down into a walking treadmill only, which is basically you don't need this thing up here. Now, this is if you can use a walking treadmill to remove tablet display, because they said that as soon as you put the arm down, this display comes up. So it's a dual display unit. Now this one here, you can't make any changes to it. So instead you have to use the remote control. Remote control, you could turn it on and off. You could set the speed of the unit, and it's going to automatically change here. And then the incline level. So let's just take on the speed a little bit so you can see it. Okay. It counts down 3 seconds so it doesn't startle you. You can see you just use the remote control to adjust the speed. And incline, you go up and down. You're going up and down. And it tells you what level of incline you're at. So we've got 12 incline levels. And when you're through, just hit off. That's it. So this is the walking mode. Most people are probably, if you're not going to have this on the desk, you're probably just going to keep this up because you can do walking mode with this thing on. And then you can adjust up here rather than use the remote control. So you just tighten these things down to lock it in place. So this is a much anticipated unit. There was a pre-order at the end of last year. I pre-ordered it right away. It took about a month and a half to get it. They had delays in transit and in parts, looks like. So they sold out the first batch immediately. So now there's a pre-order for the second batch. So these are pretty popular. People have been waiting for this for a while. And it sells out pretty quickly. So if you want one, you might as well just pre-order it as soon as possible. And you got to put the safety back in. Put the tablet reader back in. We don't have a adjustable desk, so we're not going to worry about having an on-the-desk feature. It's just going to be sitting up upright like this. So first thing we'll do is we're going to attach the handles. Now, when they sent me the unit, they sent me 2 left handles here. So I was missing the right one. I contacted them. And what's good about DeerRun is that the customer service, if you don't get them on the phone right away, they respond to you within a couple of hours. Even email, within a couple of hours, you get a phone call back from them. It's coming with a United States number. So they either have a representative in the United States, probably doing the warehouse logistics, or, they have a phone number that's with American phone number on it. But they get back to you right away, so I'm impressed. So I contacted them and told them, I got 2 left side handles, and then they forgot to send me the safety key. So they got back to me and they put it in the mail right away. So it was a 2-day delivery, but shipping company, they delayed it. And what happened was that looks like apparently they crushed the box in transit and they inspected the box, but they still shipped it to me anyway. And see, even my replacement part is damaged. But it's still workable, it's usable. In fact, you can use the left hand on the right side, but it's going to be just upside down. But it's workable, so contact the shipping company and let's get another one ordered. So that's what they'll do. Now we'll put the handles on. So the only thing you have to assemble is the handles. And we'll put it's right side to right side. Now, in the instructions, they tell you bolt, lock washer, and then the nylon bushing, okay? Now, unfortunately, you can't put a lock washer on a nylon bushing. It has to be with the flat washer. This lock washer needs something firm to lock down on, okay? So they don't say in the instructions, but they do supply the flat washer. So basically, it's going to be lock washer, flat washer, and then the nylon bushing. That's all. They give you an Allen wrench. Basically, pretty straightforward. Now you see we've got a pin here that just locks into here, so it keeps it up. It locks it in place. You just run the bolt through here and then just tighten it down. So use the Allen wrench. And that's all you have to do. You don't have to be, super tight. And then, you still want to be able to move it. Okay? Now, they also give you, if you know what these things are, they just go and plug in the hole like this so it hides the hole. And just repeat on the other side. The hardest thing about this whole operation is how heavy this unit is. It's over 100 pounds in the shipping box. So it's, it takes a couple of people to move this thing around. But once you get it assembled, actually you got the wheels up on the bottom here and you can move it around. Again, just until it's nice and snug, you don't have to over tighten it. Make sure it's on there. Then you just put in the rubber plugs, push it in, and you're set to go. So that is it for the assembly process. You can see these here are the 4 shock absorbers. Okay, now the next thing you want to do, take your tablet or your phone, take your camera and point at this. This downloads the PitPat app. And then when you get the DeerRun, through that link, you'll get free membership to the PitPat. Now what PitPat app does is that it tracks your progress on your machine and knows who you are and it'll track it. It also has games and simulations and a lot of workouts that you could use. And this is all free since you bought the DeerRun. So I downloaded it on my tablet. The phone was it's okay, but it's kind of small. Okay, make sure your power's on. Now, when this display goes off, all you do is lightly touch the panel and then this thing will light up again. It has a timeout feature if you're not using it. We use a tablet, so this thing here is on the rubber band, remember? So we're gonna just pull it up and out of the way so we get the tablet on there. Go to PitPat app. Now what it's going to do is that it's going to locate this unit to Bluetooth and it located it, so just say connect. Now when you fire it up, it comes up to this page. You can see it's already tracking the person, that's you, and then here's all the apps that you have access to. So we're going to free workout, which is a kind of a cartoon simulation of what you'll be running on. Now you can use other apps too, but this one comes with the unit, so you might as well use it. And it's loading up the game. And this is you. And then as you walk, this is going to follow the other person's. So you got to put the key on, start up the unit. It counts down. And then it starts to move that you're walking. Now, if you increase the speed, actually this guy's going to go faster too. So that's nice about this PitPat app. It comes with the unit. Now it's got NFC here too. If you take your cell phone and actually if you just touch it, it's going to go to the PitPat app. There it goes. Oh. It goes to the PitPat app. So it's got the NFC. Just take off the sticker, I guess, so it's got a better look to it. Okay, we'll just stop this for a while. Now I am 5'5", and this is what I look like on this unit. This is what it looks like when I'm walking on a unit. I'm going to set the speed to walking speed. This is the noise that you're going to hear on it. There's no noise per se, it's just the if you're walking on the belt. And you see we got plenty of room on here. Now, if you're using this thing, let's say with the handlebars down and on the desk unit, or just want to walk, I suggest that you look straight ahead, because if you keep looking down at the display down here, you could get vertical. So trust me on that. So you could have these things down or up if it's in your way. But this is what I look like. Now, this is what it look like if you're going to do a little bit jogging, okay? Let's get the speed up to Okay, so this is jogging. You're not taking big, huge steps, And this is going about 3.5 miles per hour. So let's kick it up. And then if you're running, I still got room on the treadmill, on the tread. And hit stop, and then you got big rails here so you can step off on it. Now, we'll turn it back on. If you notice, we have numbers here. This is so that you could jump immediately to 8 miles per hour and 4 miles per hour. And same with the level of adjustment. So let me just turn this on back to walking mode again. We'll kick it up a little bit here. This should be on you so that just for demonstration. Now, we will just show you quickly on the incline. which is good. I mean, if you're in a walk mode like I'm at now, and you just want to increase cardio, you could kick up, goes up to and you can feel it. Now bring it back down. So it's got 12 level adjustment, so it goes from 0 to 12 degrees. So if you hit the pause button, it'll pause it and it'll save you distance and steps. If you hit the stop button, it erases everything. Okay, so the auto incline goes up from 0 to 12%, and then you use these buttons for the incline, or you can use the remote control, just like on a walking mode for the incline, but use those only if you have to. What's nice about the PitPat app is that if you lose the remote control, you got the PitPat app to control your unit. It goes from 0.6 to 8 miles per hour. So it's 0.6 to 3.8 miles per hour for the walking mode, and that's why they got the 4 here. And then 8 miles per hour for running or jogging mode. And these are quick up and down, recline, and incline. So you go from minimum to highest levels just by touching the button, or you could go one at a time, do this plus or minus and up and down. One of the things when you're looking at the control panel is that this unit also comes with pre-programmed. So you just click the P and type which program you want to enter, and you could also make your own program up. So it's got 15 programs that varies the speed, incline, and then you could have 3 user-defined programs that you feel more comfortable using, because some preset programs, they move at a pretty quick pace, so you may want to create your own programs. But basically, here are the programs. As you can see, as you walk through the programs, it's going to change the speed and incline up to 20 different periods. For instance, just hit the program button. It's 30-minute times, and you could choose which program you want to go to, program 1 or 2 and stuff. And then it's going to show you the incline and a different speed as you're moving along for the 30 minutes. So I just want to bring that up. That's nice that they have this thing all set up for you. Now, the only thing that says we got the orange one, but at nighttime, so what happens is that it's somewhat transparent or translucent, so you can see the buttons and some of the light glow from going through the unit. These things here, this just unscrews and pops off, so you could probably put a shielding on it to block the light if it bothers you. But you have to pop this off anyway to lube up your belts. So you have to lube up your belts every once in a while. And they give you a bottle of lube. You just run it underneath the belt. And we have adjustments here. So if your belt is misaligned, they got the instructions here. You could adjust the belt this, left and right to center it on the pad here. We're okay, so we don't have to worry about it. So this is just a quick introduction to the DeerRun. I know it's a popular unit. People have been standing in line for it, so order it as soon as possible. They seem to sell out pretty quickly. So I hope you found this video informative. Please click the like button. When you have a chance, please subscribe. And thank you for watching.